Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new money making method on my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a bit of combat, and we're going to actually be killing the Glacor. Now, the Glacor came in with the God Wars 3 release. It's part of the Northern Front, and it's something which is very, very AFK, a very good mage XP, and probably one of the best charm droppers in the game. And it's something I think you guys can see, because at the minute it is pulling something like 6 mil profit per hour. 6 mil profit per hour, along with the sheer amount of charms you're going to get, and relatively low requirements. It's probably one of the best monsters to do for mid-level. Maybe not so much for profit, maybe Daxten still have the best mid-level title. But in terms of something to build your account at, it will provide profit, XP, and the best charm drops to get your summoning to 99 as soon as possible. In terms of requirements, in terms of quests, you're going to need the City of Cenestine quest to be able to do the Glacor. In terms of combat, 100 combat is best just for defense and for magic attack. You can kill with melee, range, and magic, but for me, I'm going to do a magic method. I think it's a little bit easier. Tier 80 plus combat gear is what's best for this. I won't go anything too low because that's going to get to the point where the Glacor is going to be throwing a lot of damage your way. Spring cleaner, the best model you've got. If you don't have 9001, please just buy the springs. It's definitely worth it, and the springs are cheap. But a spring cleaner to help break some drops down to make sure they all fit in your invo. If you have the enriched Pontifact Shadow Ring, that would help as well. Or if you have the Infernal Puzzle Box to help keep your adrenaline full. Or if you have the Archaeology perk to keep your rage built up and your adrenaline topped up, that would be very good as well. In terms of drops, the Glacor's drops have been sort of nuked massively. They're very cheap for what the price they are, but because they're such good items and they've got such good high out value, they've always kept their price. So in terms of items, you're going to see coin drops, medium orichalcum salvage, Hydrix bulk tips, crystal keys, water battle staffs, uncut dragon stones, summoning focus, water tallies, scriptures of Wen, which have gone up in price as well, which is probably what's brought the profit back into the Glacor. Onyx dust, your elder troves for Wen, and obviously that depends on what sort of Pontifact Shadow Ring you've got. If you've got the maxed out one, you'll be getting tier 3. Depending on which one you've got will adjust which sort of tier you'll get. But you want to really be getting 3, which is why you want the most upgraded ring. Now, some of the things which the Glacor is very good for is Triskelion key pieces for the crystal keys. Now, obviously, I just did a video on it, and they're not the best loots, but this is probably the best monster along with Abbey Lord for getting these as drops. A full key, you have basically 1 in every hour and 20, and for normal key, you got a chance of getting 2 per hour for a piece. Ancient effigies as well are very common from this boss. You're probably looking 1 every 2 hours, which for an ancient effigy is very low. If you're hunting the Effie pet as well, Glacor wouldn't be the worst shout. And in terms of charms as well, you're probably looking at the best part of 270 blue charms per hour, and that's not including any crimsons, golds, or greens. In terms of kills per hour, we're looking roughly about 50, but this is going to be very AFK. Obviously, in terms of gear, bring the best magic gear you have, because that will help you more. I would definitely recommend overloads. I'm going to bring some poison as well. In terms of runes, you want fire spells. I'm going to take ancient spells, but again, what's best for you? A bunyet is very underrated here, and it's something which will keep your HP up throughout the time. It's something definitely to have if you do have the ability for it. You can bring other familiars, but a bunyet for me helps see me through and just keeps everything ticking along. And it does look like the best familiar in the game. Just added. So get to God Wars 3. I'm going to go through War. Right, so go through the portal to the Glacor. Now, what makes this easy mode is the fact you're not having any mechanics. So here, I've only got this mechanic going, the flurry mechanic, but you can see 0 active mechanics. Enter the boss room. And this is where you want to overload. Overload, I'm going to throw an animate dead just as like a security measure, just to make sure it's easier. I'm going to put penance on so I don't have to look at prayer. But again, if you're a lower level, I would highly recommend vampirism because it will help you keep here longer. And then pretty much go from there. All you're pretty much going to do is mage it down. Obviously, a decent magic bar would help. I try and get Sunshine activated as early as possible because it will give you more DPS. It'll help you kill it quicker. But this is pretty much it. You're going to be looking at some decent mage XP, some really good charms, and some really good profit for pretty much AFK. Now, you could use the Wen book, but the Wen book pages are quite expensive now, so I just kill it normally. But again, lower level, adjust your sets, adjust what you're going to take. If you need to bank, that is perfectly fine. As you see, there is our first drop, our Wen. Now, what you can do now, keep the area loot open, and then you don't have to move in. You can just attack from there. That is 10 blue charms as well, which is not too bad. Got it set on the fastest pace, just so we can go as quick as possible. Now, with the golden cape out as well, this is a great way to go get your combat and your boss shards. Just doing this as well is nice and easy. As you see, I got 9k XP for that, and it was under a minute. So in terms of XP, you'll be shifting in Mage XP as well. We got some Crimson Charms that time. I have the Charming Imp on Burning, Golden, Green Charms. I believe you get 15 charms per kill. Now here, 33k for a kill is nothing to go and rave about, but you get a lot better as well, and you will get your Spring Cleaner activating. So the wiki says it's roughly about 6 more profit per hour, which for a boss this easy, as you see, I'm not really touching anything. I'm just letting the character sort of auto retaliate. Revolution on. I can do something on the noob account at the same time, but I'm getting massive charms, massive XP in 6 more per hour. It's not too bad. What I do as well for the Archglacior is whenever I get a Reaper task and a Reaper's Choice, if I'm not particularly hunting a boss pet, I'll come and do the Archglacior because it's something I could AFK for a bit and make sure as well I'm getting some fairly good XP. Now, because I'm very close to 200 mil magic, I am very tempted to finish the Archglacior and just finish that 200 mil off. But there you go, that's another kill. That's 262k for a kill because of the manuscript of when. You'll get quite a few of them per hour, and this is where I think the extra profit for this boss has come from. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll finish out this Aura hour and I'll come back with how we get on. So that is an hour of the Archglacior done. In terms of charms, 235 blues, 310. Obviously, I don't have golds or greens because they are destroyed in my pouch. 900k of pure GP as well. I might have missed a couple bits from the first couple of kills because I had to withdraw my cash stack, so I don't know what it was. 9 troves and the rest of the drops. So let's have a quick look. So I'll put in 857k. So we throw in the Baneart Spirits. So the wiki has a price of about 200k per trove. And that's mainly due to the price of like manuscripts and what else you're going to get. So we can roughly add about just under 2 mil. So we're just under 5.5 mil for an hour. And in terms of Mage XP, I'll probably gain the best part of 500k. If you're a mid-level account and you're looking to build up, especially if you're looking to get high-level charms, Archglacior is a great boss. It's fully AFK. I basically just ate my dinner and just scroll through Twitter for an hour. And while I was doing this, fully AFK, didn't pay attention. The only thing I really did was click loot, and it was pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, Archglacior, definitely one for you to be trying out soon. Definitely a boss to be doing for your Reaper task. If you get Glaciors for a Slayer task, you can do this as well. And if you're good enough, and if you think you can get your head around the mechanics, definitely try Streaking it, because it's a very decent boss. The drop table, because of how easy this mode is, the normal drop table is like quite poor. But you can still pull 5.5 mil an hour, which you can't really moan at for something so AFK. But that's the Archglacior. If you do it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've got any other sort of video suggestions as well for the future. Any content you want to see, or anything else you want to come on my channel. But again, hope you guys have enjoyed. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Obviously, we're very close to 1,000. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.